Hello and good morning. My name is Allison Bond and I'm here with my co-anchor, Grinder Sandhu, and we come to you with breaking news. Grinder?
Today, in 1941, on Double Victory News, we come to provide you with breaking news with the African-American response to the outbreak of World War II.
With them fighting on the home front and having more war productions created better jobs for them. And as many more are migrating to the South, many more were also admitted into becoming soldiers.
We, the Double Victory News, feel like it is our place to let you in on what hasn't been addressed too much and meet some of these important people like our favorite, our very own Tuskegee Airmen and an African-American GI soldier.
Now over to a very special interview with Larissa, with the very own Tuskegee Airmen.
Thank you, Alton. Now today I'm here with
Robert Jacobs.
Now tell me, Jacobs, what position were you in before the war?
Well, you see, I was poor and I didn't have a job. I struggled to find food for my family.
Was it hard to leave your family to go serve the war?
No, I was excited. It was as if now I served a purpose. I didn't leave my family. I also fought for my people.
Wow, you're a brave man. What job did you serve in the war?
You see, I was a bomber escort.
What's that?
It's engaging in direct German plane combat.
Wow! How scary. Fighting for our country is such an honor, and I thank you for your service.
Thank you. I wish the country felt the same.
Back to you, Alton and Grinder.
Wow, what a powerful message that was. Don't you think so?
Yes, I believe Robert Hughes really gave a powerful and educational word for our viewers worldwide to listen in on.
And moving on, our broadcasting station decided to partner up with a GI soldier named Carry-On Richardson. His story brings out emotion along with segregation to express at this time.
Carry-On was kept apart inside a unit led by white officers but was excluded from combat. Now to Adriana with another interview from Richard himself.
Can you help the audience and I understand what you mean by you won't be wearing the same clothes as you are now as you will back home? Like, what does that mean for you?
Definitely, because when I was fighting in the Army, I wasn't treated as poorly. I was fighting for democracy over there, but people saw me with some respect. I was treated closer to equal. But when I went back home, things switched up because I expected to be treated equal, but when I went back home, things were still tough. We were still being kicked out of diners, being called racial slurs for the exact same thing that we fought for, which was democracy. So it was a rough awakening.
With the win over Nazi Germany and the removal of the Jim Crow laws, do you believe that African Americans accomplished what they set out to do?
No, Adriana, not even close. Just because something is prohibited or banned doesn't mean people will stop. Stopping them from publicly beating black men, women, and children won't stop them from beating behind closed doors. I know soldiers who were rejected from eating at a diner in Kansas, while that same restaurant served the German prisoners of war.
Thank you. That's all the time we have for now. Carry-On Richardson, the GI African American soldier. Back to you, Grinder and Allison. Okay, we're good.
Thank you, Adriana, for having me clear up some things. It's always helpful to know how our soldiers are being treated, whether they're black or white. Sometimes the truth just breaks my heart.
It really does. And exactly, these Jim Crow's laws need to be acted on more. And for our point of view, we want to give up the message to our people because we still need change. And expressing our African American culture at this time is acceptance to great smart of our country.
To end this segment of breaking news, we want to include the man who has the most relevant say in this time to see what he thinks. President Roosevelt.
Yes, Larissa?
Thank you. Hello, Mr. President. How are you doing this fine morning?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Good. Thank you. In relation to your Executive Order 8802, which you signed on
June 25th, 1941.
Was there any rush to sign this document?
Well, this guy named Randolph threatened to march on Washington protesting discrimination, and I just didn't want our country to be divided.
What did this order do?
Well, it basically outlawed discrimination by defense contractors.
Wow, that's good. What were the effects of this executive order?
Well, it paved the way for nearly almost 1 million African Americans to come from the rural South, and it allowed them to escape Jim Crow's laws.
That sounds fine and dandy. Was there even anything wrong with this executive order?
Well, it might have not been all that, but many African Americans still face highlights: discrimination, lack of housing, and racism.
Still a long way to go, right?
Yeah, as the president, it is important for me to eliminate any threats or problems before the end of my presidency.
Well, you have my gratitude, President Roosevelt.
Thank you.
Now back to you, Allison and Grinder.
Oh, you still have your tag on your...
Cut it out, cut it out, cut it out!
Thank you guys for channeling back onto Double Victory News.
We'll be back next week for a new segment.
Thank you.